Welcome back to Top 5 in 5, your weekly rundown of the 5 most read stories on Pharmacy Times for the week. I'm Luke Halpern, and there's a lot of movement in the pain and drug approval space, so let's get right into it. Kicking us off at number 5, the FDA has approved the first over-the-counter fixed-dose combination of acetaminophen and naproxen sodium. It's called Tylenol with Naproxen, and it's cleared for up to 12 hours of relief from minor aches and pains in patients aged 12 and older. Each tablet pairs 325 milligrams of acetaminophen with 110 milligrams of naproxen sodium, and the standard dose is 2 tablets every 12 hours. Across 8 clinical studies, the combination outperformed either ingredient alone, with onset under 30 minutes. For your counseling purposes, the big flags are duplicate ingredient avoidance, keeping total acetaminophen at or under 4,000 milligrams a day, plus the usual NSAID cautions around gastrointestinal bleeding and cardiovascular risk. Sliding into number 4, and staying in the approval space, the FDA has cleared a furosemide autoinjector, Furoscix ReadyFlow, for treating edema in adults with heart failure or chronic kidney disease. This is a big one for your patients dealing with fluid overload. The autoinjector delivers subcutaneous furosemide in under 10 seconds versus roughly 5 hours for the older on-body infuser. In a phase 1 study, it hit IV equivalent exposure with symptom relief potentially starting within an hour. The idea here is earlier at-home decongestion, so patients can act before fluid buildup lands them in the emergency department. It's expected to be available by the end of August. And number 3, our first look at the Medicare GLP-1 Bridge Program, 2 weeks in. The Bridge launched July 1st, giving eligible Part D beneficiaries access to Wegovy, Zepbound, and Foundayo for a flat $50 copay through December 2027. But it runs entirely outside of the normal Part D pathway, through a single central processor, and that's exactly where the friction arises. Patients are being turned away at the counter, not for eligibility, but because claims are routing to their standard Part D plan and getting rejected. The fix? Confirm the claim goes to the bridge processor and tell patients up front that a first fill rejection is expected. It's not a denial. Now, our 2 top stories this week are companion pieces on the same major approval, so let's tackle them together. At number 2, from approval to practice, a Mind the Meds discussion breaking down Auvelity's place in Alzheimer's disease agitation care. And at number 1, our most read story of the week, Beyond Off-Label, on how the same approval reshapes agitation management. Here's the news driving both. Dextromethorphan bupropion, Auvelity, was approved back on April 30th as the first non-antipsychotic therapy specifically for agitation associated with dementia due to Alzheimer's disease. Agitation affects up to 60% of patients over the course of the illness, and for years, clinicians have leaned and relied on off-label options, mostly atypical antipsychotics and SSRIs, that can carry a real risk in older adults. So what makes this significant? It validates agitation as a distinct treatment target rather than an unavoidable part of dementia. The mechanism centers on the dextromethorphan component, an NMDA receptor antagonist targeting the excessive glutamatergic activity linked to behavioral symptoms. Now, the efficacy data is worth a clear-eyed look. The pivotal trial showed a 3.3-point difference from placebo in the CMAI scale at 5 weeks, and our experts noted that a meaningful within-patient change may run considerably higher. The takeaway from both pieces? Non-pharmacologic strategies stay first line, and pharmacists play a central role screening for additive adverse effects, especially with patients already on bupropion, memantine, or reaching for dextromethorphan cough products. And that's your top 5 in 5 for this week. From new OTC options to a landmark neuropsychiatric approval, the through line is the same. pharmacists are turning new tools into safe, evidence-based care at the counter. I'm Halpern, and thanks for watching Top 5 and 5. I'll see you next time.